One of the biggest lessons you come to Earth to learn is how to manipulate energy. You can't get out of the Earth school and graduate till you learn how to manipulate energy. What does that mean? Create. You have to learn to create. Because this is how powerful your mind is. You can create anything. So that means every time you go anywhere, even go back to your house, it is recreated every time you go into it. I always wonder, where does it go in the meantime?
It's just space.
Back into whatever. But when these concepts began coming up, this is it's a little unnerving. But the backdrop people was really scrambled my brain. And everywhere I go now, they'll say, tell us more about the backdrop people. Okay, you're creating, this is your movie. This is your play. You are the, it's all that life is anyways, just a game. It's just a play. It's just an illusion. You're going to leave here with your brains really spinning. Okay. But I've had people say that when they go through the death experience in the past life, they look back and they'll say, it's just a play. I see all the actors on stage getting ready to play their parts. I see the actors in the wings getting ready to come on stage and play their parts. It's just a play. But when I was there, I took it so seriously, but now it's like a blink of an eye. So you are the producer, director, and actor in your own play. You're also the script writer, but the script isn't written. It's written as you go along. So you see, you can change it anytime you want. We get so trapped into thinking there's no way out. Not, that this is all there is. When you realize how powerful your mind is, you can create anything you want. This is the goal, the main thing of being alive is learning how to create. And now when the veil is thinning, we're moving into this new earth, we're into the shifting, we're bringing all these abilities back. This is what you're supposed to learn how to do. Okay, but this is your movie. Now they said, it wouldn't be a very good movie, would it, if you were the only person in the movie? Isn't that true? They said people like people around them. So what we do, we don't know this, none of this is done consciously. You have the backdrop people. When you cast a movie, what do? You cast all these extras, don't you? To fill in the background. The backdrop, he calls them the backfill. You cast all the extras to play all the parts of all the people. Those are the backdrop people. And when I go into a crowded airport now, I'm thinking, oh boy, look at all the backdrop people I've just created. I shouldn't have put so many into this. But this is what makes it even stranger. The backdrop people are not real. They're not real people. They're not anything. They are energy. It's just energy. Everything is energy. That's why I want him to come up here because, come on up, guy.
Thank
because
you.
when I was asking about him, I said, you got your information your way, I got mine, and we were comparing what we've got because I had so many questions. And now I'm getting more information about it. And so I think everybody here is real. I'm not sure.
Pinch yourselves quickly and see if you are real.
Okay. But I know we're going to have a lot of questions about this concept. They said because you couldn't go through your own movie by yourself. You have to have other people. Now the people in your life, those are real. Those are the ones that are on the evolutionary path. We have come in to evolve, to grow, to learn lessons, to reincarnate. We're the ones that are evolutionizing. They're real, and you've made these contracts with all these other people, but these other ones are not. And I said, do they have souls? They said, no. They're just energy. They said it's holographic. It's like being on the holodeck on Star Trek. You know, when you're on the holodeck, they interact with these people, they're real, but then the minute they walk off the holodeck, all these people dissipate. And you're getting the same idea, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm getting slightly, just a very slight difference though, because mine's related to the real people. Because as we evolve, we move out of this particular frequency, and therefore there needs to be a critical mass of individuals to allow those who are still needing to move up to operate. And so these backfill people come into play then. So there's two parts to this.
Well, they said, I said, can they advance? And they said, yes, they can evolve. There's a possibility of that. But they're still not on the evolutionary path that we are on. They're different.
They're a completely different energy set. The energetic genre of mankind is a very high frequency, very high energy. And these guys, they're lower.
Lower, denser energy. Earth is the densest, lowest planet in the universe to live on. It's the most difficult planet to live on. When you come here, they said we're at the bottom. It's so dense and heavy. So a lot of these people are made up of that dense energy.
That's right. And the thing is that you can tell them. I mean, clearly,
he's learned to tell them apart. I haven't yet.
I mean, you just tell them. You can, if you go into a shopping mall, for instance, or a football game, or a basketball game, or anywhere with a large group of people, just walk around and look and feel what's going on, and you can spot them a mile away. They stick out. They're not the same energy set. I mean, clearly there's none here.
If you learn how to, if you learn how to feel energy.
Yeah, absolutely. But it's amazing that I found it quite a dichotomy, you know, that I couldn't understand how we could ascend, but how everybody else could exist when there's the population's disappearing one by one and in tens. And then the information came through in a meditation in March last year that there's a series of backfill going on where there has to be a critical mass. And I was amazed when Dol-ores said that it's you know, there's a similar thing going on for creating the necessary environments for us to evolve by maintaining an environment holographically as well. It's amazing.
But me and Julie have had a lot of discussion about this too, and we said, what would happen if I would go up and interact with one of these people? Because you know, you see them talking and all of that. What would happen if I would go up and interact with them? Would they be real? Then I think it goes along with the idea, okay, you've got your movie. Now you suddenly gave one of these extras a bit part. They have a little speaking part in the movie. But a lot of times too, when you interact with people, it's the way you interact. You know, sometimes if they need help or you're talking to them like that, that to me is you are helping your own evolvement. Maybe you're helping them also.
Yeah, I mean these backfill, the information I've been getting, the backfill people, they also evolve. And they don't get the chance to have individualized free will. So this is, in general, the first time they've incarnated. So when they're working with us, they gain evolutionary content as a result of that. So they're benefiting. They're helping us continue to evolve, and those individuals who are left behind but still evolving by being here and backfilling.
Matrix is not a movie or a metaphor. It's a real engineered holographic overlay which has been superimposed over Earth's organic reality field. So according to Keylontic science encoded in the CDT plates, this is what is referred to as the phantom matrix, the fallen matrix. So think of it kind of like a static over a radio signal. So the real radio signal has always been there, but it's like a static signal over it. It's like a counterfeit film that was laid over the real one. So it doesn't replace the original, but it covers it. Literally, there's been a purposeful frequency fence, false light matrix, a fish bowl, Auschwitz, concentration camp. Mother Earth has been quarantined for the last 26,500 year cycle. And all of humanity, including our 3D scientists, including the medical system, educational system, health system, music system, all of the systems, have been literally entrained into this false light bivector false hologram, which is referred to as the Matrix. So base 12, eternal life, and then the base 10 covers it with false light. And it looks real. Sometimes it can even make you feel certain types of bliss. And it's been siphoning the energy of what is real, but over a period of time, it will eventually collapse. And this is that year. Ladies and gentlemen, who built the Matrix and why? The origin. It's not just one villain. It's a cosmic process. The Matrix was not created by one being in one meeting. It is presented as a cumulative result of consciousness choosing finite energy over eternal life currents of source. And when connection to eternal source is lost, another fuel source is sought. The most available becomes the life force of being still connected. The primary architects are various different fallen collectives and groups. So key cataclysmic entry windows, which include the Electric Wars, the 1,000-Year War, and the final Atlantean cataclysm. And they wanted prevention of the diamond sun DNA activation, which is another word for the 12-strand DNA. And they didn't want human beings to remember who they are, so they can keep them in a low vibration frequency and continue to feed off of them. So the original celestial human being was designed to fully activate its 12-strand diamond sun DNA template, which is described as impenetrable, unable to be harvested or controlled. The Matrix was built to keep that activation from completing. It worked for a very long time, but it is no longer working because the larger truth is there is no villain to hate. And when we embrace the hero, the villain, the victim, all of it, the story collapses. The Matrix collapses. The only way the Matrix sustains itself if there's Democrat, Republican, red and yellow, black and white, if there's the illusion of separation, false evidence appearing real, you see? What we are participating is not a war. It's a remembering that includes everyone, red and yellow, black and white, all are precious in her sight. Sunni, Muslim, Christian, Judea, all made in the image and likeness of God, base 12, eternal life. Mathematical code. The current bifurcation began around 2000 AD. It was anchored by a failed Metatronic override attempt, and that's when the Guardians initiated the fail-safe host matrix. It's a protective morphogenetic blueprint activated by the Emerald Covenant founder races when a planetary system like Earth experiences extreme distortion or timeline hijack beyond natural self-repair. It functions as an override grid. So it was pre-encoded eternal life templates into the planetary field to ensure that angelic human souls can ascend through guardian aligned pathways, even if local stargates or timelines have collapsed. So it's like a backup plan which the Guardians, honoring the Emerald Covenant, had in place just in case the stellar activation cycles failed and Earth, through free will choice, without Guardian invention, decided to go into extreme polarity past the point of natural return. Then the Guardian fail-safe host matrix comes in, which is aligned pathways that infuse Mother Earth to reharmonize and repolarize and to give those who choose the choice. That's the Emerald Covenant. Every soul is going to have a choice to come back into coherence, to come back into the eternal life base 12 alignment, and to come onto the path. You are the way, the path.